Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
The Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen and keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/JackWelchMBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
This is Optimal Health Daily, Why Commitment is Good for Your Health by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own host and narrator. Hey there, welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I read to you from some of the most popular health and fitness blogs out there, with permission from the websites and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. Now with that, let's keep this intro nice and short so we can get right to today's post as we optimize your life. Why Commitment is Good for Your Health by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com. Perhaps you wouldn't think a life-changing epiphany about commitment would come while watching Fuller House, a revival of the heartwarming sitcom from the 90s. But it did. No, it didn't come from one of the life lesson moments at the end, violin music and hugs and all. It actually came from how delightfully horrible the show is, how despite the poor script writing and unbelievable plot, the actors moved forward with commitment, and it actually made the jokes work. As a former theater nerd, I did spend some time contemplating the power of commitment to a joke as DJ Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler recreated a dance scene from Dirty Dancing at a hip club in the heart of San Francisco. My mind then wandered to my recent time in the recording studio, recording a few songs for an EP. The producer gave me some very valuable feedback, stating that my guitar playing lacked commitment. My insecurity about my guitar skills were showing through the recording, but when I switched gears and moved forward with confidence, fully committing to each chord, I nailed it. My mind continued to wander to other areas of my life that were not going the greatest until I truly committed. My relationships, my diet, my business, and so on. They didn't start to thrive and bring great joy until I took the plunge and committed. But I definitely have my commitment fears, and I've gotten pretty good at getting by. And my getting by ways have gotten me pretty far. Great for my commitment issues, bad for living life to the fullest. Now, the grander my life gets, the less my getting by ways are working. And so lately, commitment has been on the mind more and more because I'm finding that the lack of it is really cramping my style. So, how does this whole tangent relate to self-care? Well, let me answer your question with a question. How committed are you to your self-care practice? Like seriously, are you committed to it? Commitment can disguise itself really well, but how to know if it is just a good intention in commitment clothing or if it is actually getting done? If you are showing up every day doing your non-negotiable and the like and seeing solid results. There have definitely been times I've thought I was committed to something like having Michelle Obama arms in time for my wedding. I thought about it a lot, even pictured it in my mind. I was pretty sure it would be a thing and it would be glorious. But did I create a plan? Did I work on it every day? Absolutely not. Turns out I was just committed to thinking about it. And my arms were fine, granted there were more important things going on than worrying about my arms. But I got by yet again. So, I invite you to really dig into commitment. Take a look at the role it plays in your life. Can you identify areas in your life where you fully committed and areas where you are just getting by? Which areas are more fulfilling? What different feelings come up in each area? This week, try moving one thing from the getting by category into the commitment category. Start with the self-care area if you'd like. What has kept you from fully committing? What would it look like to fully commit? How would this enrich your life if you committed? And then have some sort of commitment ceremony. Write a letter and sign it. Share your commitment with someone that will hold you accountable. Do whatever resonates with you, but finalize your commitment with an actual act. It really does help make it real. And then show up for yourself or your partner or your work. Heal your commitment hangups with little commitment victories. I can tell you from experience that there really is power in commitment. That's why we're so afraid of it. But we can use it for good and in all sorts of ways. Commitment creates a clear space to cultivate your deepest desires. Don't let the fear of it weigh you down. Now go forth. Harness your inner Kimmy Gibbler and boogie on, dude. You just listened to the post titled, Why Commitment is Good for Your Health by Randi Kay of NaturallyRandiKay.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
So good, so good, so good.
New fall arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off Vince, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
Because there's always something new.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock exclusive discounts on your favorite brands. Shop new arrivals first and more. Plus, get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with a Nordstrom credit card. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you stand out and hire fast. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. One thing I love about Indeed is how it speeds up hiring. When I've hired in the past, the process was overwhelming, and I wish I'd used Indeed. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. Often when we set a goal for ourselves, we picture the results of that goal. Today's author, Randi Kay, gave us the example of having arms that look like Michelle Obama's. Or maybe we've set a goal to buy that dream home someday, or make more money, or lose a certain amount of weight. Now don't get me wrong, these are perfectly fine goals to have. The trouble is, we often don't have a plan for reaching these goals. We've created a destination in our mind, but haven't mapped out how we're going to actually reach that destination. It's like trying to find buried treasure without a map. Can you imagine doing that? Telling ourselves over and over, well, I know if I just keep digging, I'll find treasure eventually. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Even Jack Sparrow had a compass guiding him. So yes, please set goals, but don't forget to map out a plan to reach those goals. So start by asking yourself, what steps do I need to take to get to my goal? Then you'll have a clear map to get to your destination. And then you need to commit to that plan. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber or follower of the show. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.